Good morning. It is October 25th, 2025. This is our Dead Empire here. So I am at a monthly food giveaway, and I thought I would get here an hour early, and everybody else, I guess, had the same idea, because it is just absolutely packed. If you see, there is only 3,000 people in my town here. But I saw a few posts in other cities that is the same county that showed this on Facebook. So, and a lot of people are so needy right now. But get this, I found out. You guys are aware. I assume that a lot of 25 states are saying there's going to be no food stamps, even though they can pay for them. Even though the federal level, they're saying that they won't. They can pay for them because the shutdown, supposedly. Well, 25 states have already announced that they're not going to be any for people. Even though they can pick up the tab, the states can, but they won't. And guess what? Almost all of those states are conservative. And what I did notice is that the conservative states are the ones that are being hit hardest with this collapsing economy. If you think about it, look at what's happening. Trump voters are being hit the hardest, and so are farmers who voted for Trump. Because the farmers supported him, but last time he was in office, he gave them a lot of subsidies. Somebody I talked to did not realize that the farmers are collapsing thousands of farms, okay? Thousands upon thousands. Some have been in their family for generations. And I'm not going to say who, but the people that run this country have shares in a company that buys up this farmland for pennies on the dollar after the farmers lose it. So consider that. And I did some research to make sure it was true, and it is true. Very, very, very high up people that run our government. Very high up, okay? At the top. Let's say tippy top. The farmers did not get subsidies. As a matter of fact, when Musk cut the USAID subsidies, said, "Oh, this is so wasteful. Look at where this money's going, blah, blah, blah. Look at where that money's going." Guess what? Tesla got billions of that money. You said money. Of course, nobody ever mentioned that, did they? He did. And he didn't need it. He was already a billionaire. So, that's the stuff you won't hear on Fox News. And no, I'm not a liberal. I'm more of a libertarian. I'm in between. I used to be a hardcore Republican conservative. I'm still conservative at heart for the most part. But look at what's happening. Both sides are in on this. I'm not just blaming the Republicans. But I also found out yesterday there is a contingency fund of $6 billion that the federal government has that could cover SNAP. And guess what? They're not going to use it. And you won't hear that on Fox News either. I don't know about CNN, but the thing is, they're saying that it's all the Democrats' fault. It's all the Democrats' fault. They're holding everybody up. It's their fault, America. 42 million American EBT recipients won't eat. 1 in 7 SNAP recipients are veterans. And a lot more than that are children, of course. And even more are senior citizens who worked hard their whole life only to have to choose between food, medicine, and paying their power bill. And I have seen some horrible comments lately on in different forums online about get a job. And really, if they could work, I'm sure they could. People, I guarantee you, almost everybody here has a job. There's no money left for food after you pay your bills. And that's the way it is. And the job market is next to nothing. The unemployment numbers are all lies. They don't even count the people that gave up looking for work. Most of the government numbers are lies. Honestly, I think there's more than 42 million Americans who get stamps. But anyway, we are headed into the Great Depression 2.0. We're already there, really. I predicted this years ago. I knew it was coming. That's why I moved down here, way out in the boonies, to keep my kids safer, my family safer. Because the big cities, think how they're going to be when there's no benefits. And I wouldn't want to be around, let me tell you. There's already gals saying they're going to go steal carts of food from Walmart to make sure their kids eat. Imagine the chaos, you guys. I won't, I'm not going to judge anybody, I'll say that. But, this is insane. It's planned. All of this chaos is planned. Ultimately, both sides are responsible. So they got us all pitted against each other, which is why this Great Depression is going to be worse, because everybody worked together and grew food, and they had skills and things in the first time, which was 100 years ago. As a matter of fact, yesterday was the anniversary of the 1929 infamous stock market crash, which brought in, the Great Depression. And that's what's happening right now. History always repeats. Always, always, always. So, here we go, guys. And all the tariffs and everything with other countries. Trade wars and tariff wars and all of that always precede a world war. Always. Because all wars are bankers' wars. That's what it's about. When young men go to fight, they think they're going to fight for their country. And I hate to say this, but it's true. They are going to fight for money for the elites to make even more billions. And it's always been that way. It just hasn't been as obvious. But I wanted to bring you this. I would imagine a lot of these people know that there's not going to be food stamps. But also, it's just more and more people are losing their jobs. There's layoffs everywhere. AI is taking over jobs. More people found out about this too. So I hope you guys are doing well. Try to stock up on anything you can. Even if it's just beans and rice. You can make a damn good meal out of something like that if you need to. If you know how to cook and you're creative, and you could do it for pretty much next to nothing. So start stocking up on that stuff. And if you haven't already, put away whatever you can, because we got some hard times coming, whether you get EBT or not. I just wanted to bring you this information, you guys, that they do have the money to fund SNAP, but they're choosing not to. This is our Dead Empire signing off. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a good weekend.